The Emperor's Journey, retold by Sarah Jacob, and The Bad Omen, retold by Sajid A. Latheef, narrated by Ranjan Kamath.
The Emperor's Journey. Birbal was a minister in Emperor Akbar's court. He was adored by the people, admired by the emperor, and envied by the other courtiers. Akbar and Birbal, their witty exchanges, have been the source of many a humorous tale. It seemed almost impossible to outwit the wise Birbal, who always had the answer for even the trickiest questions. Emperor Akbar enjoyed traveling. He was very fond of riding around his vast kingdom. During these journeys, he met his people and inquired about their well-being and found out if his people were truly happy. One day, the emperor decided to travel around his kingdom with his courtiers. The day was fixed and preparations for the journey began in full swing. The sturdiest and healthiest horses were picked for the courtiers. Akbar's own steed was a magnificent white one. It had a soft, clean coat which glistened the shade of silver in the morning light. Soon the big day arrived. Akbar and his men mounted their horses and set out before dawn. The emperor rode ahead, and his courtiers followed him. It was a hot day, and as the day grew warmer, the men became tired. The horses slowed their pace and trudged along the path. The courtiers' horses began to fall far behind Akbar's strong steed. When the sun began to beat down, Akbar began to feel restless in his thick robes. He grew tired and wanted to rest for a while. But he knew that if he showed signs of fatigue, even his courtiers would do the same, and then they would not be able to complete the long journey on time. So they rode on and on without stopping. As time passed by, the sun grew harsh, and Akbar could not bear the heat anymore. Angrily he cried out, "Can anybody shorten this road for me? I am tired, and I want to get to the journey's end as soon as possible." The courtiers were perplexed by Akbar's strange request. They asked one another, "How can one shorten a road?" It was impossible, they thought. And just as they were about to tell the emperor so, Birbal said, "It can be done." The surprised courtiers exchanged quick glances. What is Birbal saying now? There is no other path through the hills. Birbal is talking nonsense this time. He is always trying to impress the emperor, they whispered. They all looked angrily at Birbal. Only Akbar was happy to hear what Birbal said. He asked, "Birbal, are you sure you can shorten the road?" "Indeed, Your Majesty," replied Birbal. "I can definitely make this journey shorter for you." "If that is true, then do it immediately. I have no time to waste," declared Akbar.
"Ah, yes, Your Majesty. I shall do that at once."
"But there is one request that I have to make before that," said Birbal. "Of course, Birbal. Go ahead and make any request as long as you can keep your promise and shorten the journey," affirmed Akbar. "I only request that you and all the courtiers listen to a story that I am about to narrate," said Birbal, smiling at the group. "Very well then. Everyone right close together. Let the story begin," commanded the emperor. Birbal directed his horse to be in line with Akbar's steed and began his story. He narrated the story with such passion that everyone was spellbound. They were so engrossed that they were unaware of the long distance they had covered or the hills and streams they had crossed. The horses also trotted along at a comfortable pace, while the courtiers listened to the tale full of mystery and suspense. Every time Birbal introduced a new character into the plot, the story would take a new turn, and Akbar and the courtiers would exclaim with loud "Oohs" and "Ahs." They were so mesmerized by Birbal's storytelling that they began to feel like they were part of the story itself.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?